Daily Devotion with Pastor Balla for May 10th, 2021 from Luke chapter 20. What is going to happen to Jesus? Previously we heard that the chief priests did not believe that Jesus is the Son of God. The time for the arrest and crucifixion of Jesus is coming near. So Jesus needs to teach the people what's going to happen. But instead of giving him the exact details, Jesus is going to use a parable. Verse 9, and Jesus began to tell the people this parable. A man planted a vineyard and let it out to tenants and went into another country for a long while. When the time came, he sent a servant to the tenants so that they would give him some of the fruit of the vineyard. But the tenants beat him and sent him away empty-handed. And he sent another servant, but they also beat and treated him shamefully and sent him away empty-handed. Verse 12, and he sent yet a third. This one also they wounded and cast out. Then the owner of the vineyard said, what shall I do? I will send my beloved son. Perhaps they will respect him. But when the tenants saw him, they said to themselves, this is the heir. Let us kill him so that the inheritance may be ours. Verse 15, and they threw him out of the vineyard and killed him. What then will the owner of the vineyard do to them? He will come and destroy those tenants and give the vineyard to others. When they heard this, they said, surely not. Did they realize that Jesus was telling this parable against the religious leaders? The answer was yes. That is why they objected to the obvious conclusion of this parable. Jesus also noted that the vineyard would be given to others. Who are the others? The Gentiles. You may remember the blessing that God gave initially to Abraham when God told Abraham in Genesis chapter 12, beginning with verse 2, and I will make you a great nation, and I will bless you and make your name great, so that you will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and him who dishonors you I will curse. And in you all the families of the earth shall be blessed. Did you catch the last part of that? All the families of the earth shall be blessed. Yes, through the line of Abraham, God would bring the Messiah, Jesus, and that would be for the whole world, as the whole world would have their sins forgiven, not just the people of Israel. This also would make the religious leaders upset. Why? Because they themselves thought of themselves as above the Gentiles, the rest of the nations. But the parable that Jesus tells notes that after the Son would be killed, the kingdom of God would be given to the Gentiles. So Jesus continues, verse 17, but Jesus looked directly at them and said, what then is this that is written? The stone that the builders rejected has become the cornerstone. Everyone who falls on that stone will be broken to pieces, and when it falls on anyone, it will crush him. The quote that Jesus used here is from Psalm chapter 118, verse 21. The stone that the builders rejected has become the cornerstone. Jesus is basically saying that they have rejected Jesus, and because of that rejection, they would be destroyed in hell. However, God's grace would be proclaimed to the Gentiles, that is, to all the people. Verse 19, the scribes and the chief priests sought to lay hands on Jesus at that very hour, for they perceived that he had told this parable against them, but they feared the people. We need to remember, it's not yet God's time. It's coming soon, but not yet. God's peace and many blessings be with you, and thank you for listening, and please take an opportunity to share this message with others. If you have enjoyed these daily devotions, please consider making a donation to Peace Lutheran Church, 24024 West Main Street, Plainfield, Illinois, 60544. Thank you again for listening.